Welcome back, friends. See, I got a new hat today. Noticed in yesterday's video the old one was looking kind of ratty. I wanted to show you the tomato stakes put into place. Tomatoes look a lot happier. They're off the ground. See, there's still, those bottom leaves are still a little mangled, but the tops look great, and that's what matters in a tomato. That's where you're going to get your growth. So I think they're going to come out of this just fine. However, as I said when I planted these, we're jumping the gun here. We're early. I've got a lot more tomatoes in the greenhouse I'm not going to take a chance with and put out. But these I am taking a chance with. But taking a chance doesn't mean I'm willing to lose them. I'm going to do everything I can to protect them. And I have a feeling I'm going to need to, because if you look at the 10-day forecast in Ohio, we've got some upper 30s coming in the next day or so. That's not a problem, especially since it's going to be raining. But by Friday and Saturday, we've got some lower 30s coming. I hope that forecast changes to something better. So I need to prepare for the possibility we could be in the lower 30s. And what can I do to protect these plants? Because again, they're early. I'm taking a chance with them, but I didn't put them out to lose them. So let me show you the 3 things I'm going to do Friday and Saturday to try to keep these guys alive. Number 1, I'm going to turn these tomato cages on their side. That way, whatever I cover them up with is going to be kept lower to the ground. The higher up from the ground you are, the more heat you're losing. So to the best of my ability, whatever I cover these with, I'm going to keep it close to the plant. Number 2, before I put the covering on, I'm going to heavily water everything. That water is important to step 3, but regardless, if you're worried about frost, water and watering can help protect the plant. That water vapor, as it rises, brings heat with it, and a lot of times that's enough to stave off the frost from killing the plant. So we lower the baskets, we water everything down really well, and then the last step is the covering. I'm going to do 2-part here. The first thing I'm going to do is cover it up with another layer of the blue plastic. That is super important. It's not something I've tried before, but it's going to work on the basis of the same idea that we use with a Mylar survival blanket. If you've ever used those in the bottom of a sleeping bag, it actually does work. When it's really cold and I'm camping, I'll wrap one of the Mylar blankets around my feet. They stop the water vapor from escaping. That helps the body hold temperature. Now the downside to that, if you've ever used one, you've experienced this, is in the morning when you get out, you're soaking wet and cold and clammy. That's not going to be the case, hopefully, for these tomato plants, because they're going to be covered up until that day warms. But I'll cover them up with that plastic so that the water vapor cannot escape. Remember, I've just watered everything here. There's going to be a lot of water vapor rising. The plastic will keep the water vapor from escaping. And then on top of that plastic, we will put the sheets and the blankets. So that final layering, the actual covering, is going to be 2-part plastic and then cotton, wool, whatever we have, pillowcases, sheets, whatever needs to be marshaled to the cause out here to protect the plants. So that's what we're going to try. I'll keep you updated on how it goes. I'll keep you updated this week on what the forecast is saying. Right now, for Friday and Saturday, it doesn't look good. We are going to do our best to keep these little guys alive. So thanks for watching. If you have any special, secret, whatever tips for keeping plants alive in cold weather, especially tomato and pepper plants, share them down below in the comments. I'd love to read them. We'll see you tomorrow.